She's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful. So that's huge, and I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be ready.
From her very first interview wearing an Indiana Fever jersey, DeWanna Bonner sent ripples through the WNBA, and it's easy to see why. She isn't just joining a team, she's stepping into a leadership role with a crystal-clear purpose: to elevate the Fever to championship contention. But amidst all the excitement surrounding her arrival, there's one name she keeps bringing up: Caitlin Clark. Every time Bonner talks about her new team, her eyes light up when discussing the electrifying player who took the league by storm. If you're wondering why this interview made waves, it's because WNBA veterans don't often heap this kind of praise on a first-year player. Rookies have to earn their stripes, prove themselves, and then, maybe, they'll get a nod from the greats. But Bonner? She couldn't stop raving about Clark's talent, vision, and how much she's looking forward to teaming up with her. And that speaks volumes. Bonner has played alongside legends, faced Hall of Famers, and competed at the highest level. So if she's excited about a young player, you better believe there's something special brewing in Indiana.
I'm sure there were plenty of teams going for your services, DeWanna, so why was this the right opportunity for you?
I just feel like it was the location for one. My kids are literally right up the road, and I've spent a lot of time away from them, so that and the core that they have here now is just kind of want to fit in, and be another piece of the puzzle, and hopefully bring the energy dynamic and take us to a different level in the playoffs.
Now, let's get one thing straight. Bonner's decision to sign with the Fever wasn't just about basketball. One factor was moving closer to her children, and that's completely understandable. But let's not pretend that's the only reason. When Bonner looked at the Fever's young core, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull, she saw something that couldn't be ignored. It wasn't just raw talent. It was hunger, fight, and a team on the brink of something special. The Fever's grit and their playoff push last season caught her eye, and she knew she wanted to be part of it.
We're hungry. I think we're a hungry group, so I'm just excited to get out there with everybody and get the final roster, because I'm pretty sure there's more things in the works in free agents. So I'm just kind of sit back and waiting, but I can't wait for April 27th is training camp. I got to mark down and get out here with everyone and set our goals and what we want to do.
If there's anyone who understands what it takes to win in the postseason, it's DeWanna Bonner. She holds the all-time WNBA record for most playoff minutes and games played. She's been through the battles, faced elimination games, and lifted trophies. When a player of her caliber sees potential in a team and actively chooses to join them, that's not a move made on a whim. That's a player who sees something real, something worth betting on.
She's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful. So that's huge, and I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be ready.
And Bonner isn't here to just be another veteran on the roster. She's here to set the tone. She's already talking about bringing a championship mindset to Indiana, pushing her teammates to levels they haven't reached before. The question isn't whether she'll have an impact, it's how big that impact will be.
First game in Indiana, we gotta get a win.
Imagine her taking the court alongside the Fever's rising stars. With Aaliyah Boston anchoring the paint, Caitlin Clark orchestrating the offense, and Kelsey Mitchell providing the scoring punch, Bonner's versatility adds an entirely new dimension. She can score, defend multiple positions, and mentor the younger players through the ups and downs of a long WNBA season. Moves like this don't just add talent, they shift culture.
What excites you the most about this team that you're going to be joining?
They have dynamic pieces in CC and Kelsey Mitchell and AB, Lexi Hull. They have a great core, so why not just add to that and try to take us to the next level in the playoffs. They were in first round, and I played against them in the first round, and the way they came back the second game, it just makes you excited to, okay, I want to be a part of that. They didn't lay down and quit. They came back and actually try to beat us really, that next game.
What's really standing out, though, is how invested Bonner is in her new teammates. She's not just going through the motions, she's watching game tape, talking to them on the phone, and envisioning ways to maximize the strengths of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell. She sees the Fever as a puzzle that's nearly complete, and she might just be the missing piece that brings it all together.
Like I said, hopefully I can make her job a little easier and she can make mine a little easier. But yeah, I think she's a great person, and we, been kind of connecting here. We had a great workout this morning, and it was fun. She's a fun kid.
And let's talk about her chemistry with Caitlin Clark. Bonner has played with some of the best guards in WNBA history, but she sees something uniquely elite in Clark. It's not just her shooting range or her playmaking, it's her competitive fire. Clark plays every game like she has something to prove, and Bonner respects that. She's already thinking about ways to help Clark unlock even more of her potential. And considering Clark is already breaking records, that's a terrifying thought for the rest of the league.
Kind of went on this crazy run, and they were the most well-gelled team at that time. They went from the bottom straight, and they just kept trending. And it was like one of those teams you're like, man, you don't want to really see them in the playoffs. So we got the matchup, and I think our experience helped us very well. But that second game, they came out, and it was like, yeah, they just kind of went on this trajectory that was just like on the rise, and it was literally Fever on the rise during right after All-Star. So that's exciting. That's exciting for me to see, and that kind of helped me with my decision.
Last season, we saw glimpses of what the Fever could become. Their late season push was just a preview of what's coming next. Now, with Bonner in the mix, the expectations have changed. This isn't just about development anymore. This is about winning. Bonner knows what it takes to build a championship-caliber squad, and she's here to instill that mindset in Indiana's young core.
That experience to a young, maturing team, what can you provide?
I'm hoping that I can provide a little bit of leadership, but I feel like they're a team that last year helped them a lot and understand the dynamics of playoffs. It's a whole different ball game when playoffs come, and I feel like they're a young team, but they're a good team, and hopefully I can just provide the knowledge and explain playoffs to them a little bit better so we can be better prepared and don't get punched in the face the first game. And it's hard to come back when you do that the first game. It's hard to come back and try to win 2 straight against a veteran team. So
think back to that nail-biting playoff push last season. The Fever showed resilience, determination, and flashes of brilliance. But what they lacked was experience. Someone who's been through the wars, who knows what it takes to close out tough games. That's exactly what Bonner brings. She's not just excited to play alongside Clark, she's determined to make her even better. Clark took the league by storm as a rookie, but Bonner believes she hasn't even scratched the surface of her potential. That's high praise from someone who's seen the evolution of the WNBA firsthand. She recognizes that Clark isn't just a great shooter or passer, she's a player who makes everyone around her better. And with Bonner's veteran leadership guiding her, the sky's the limit.
How important was familiarity and those relationships as you're making this decision?
It's huge for me because I do have 2 kids, and I want to be comfortable, and I want to make sure that I'm going to be taken care of, on and off the court. So Steph just made it easy. I don't have to learn a whole new system in year 15. So that's huge. And I feel like they just put me in great positions on the court that makes me successful and took my game to a different level.
And it's not just Clark who will benefit. Aaliyah Boston, the Fever's young star in the post, is going to thrive with Bonner as a mentor. Boston already has the makings of a dominant force in the WNBA, but having an experienced veteran like Bonner in her ear will accelerate her growth. And let's not forget Kelsey Mitchell, one of the league's most underrated scorers. With Clark drawing attention and Bonner creating space, Mitchell could be in for her best season yet.
I'm excited for them. I'm excited for this franchise. I think they deserve it. It's kind of crazy how you see how it happened in a year. You went from just a little fans in the stands to a sold out arena everywhere. Even on the road, it's crazy. I was telling Kelly, like in the playoffs, it almost felt like it was you guys' home game in Connecticut because there was so many fans that came out. So now just credit to them, credit to this organization, credit to this team, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
So what does all this mean for Indiana? Simple. They're not just here to compete, they're here to contend. Bonner isn't just another veteran signing. She's a culture changer. She's been to the mountaintop and wants to bring this young team with her. With her championship pedigree, leadership, and belief in her teammates, she might be exactly what the Fever need to make that next leap.
It's just been pretty cool to see I'm just happy that I can still be a part of it. I'm happy that I'm still wanted, in different organizations and have the free agency that I had. And I'm coming to probably one of the best fan bases in the world right now. So I'm pretty honored to do that.
This season isn't just another step forward for Indiana. It's a statement. And with Bonner leading the charge alongside Clark, Boston, and Mitchell, that statement is loud and clear. The Fever are coming.
You're one of the most fiery competitors in the league. Caitlin Clark is already establishing herself as one of those. You two had a moment in the playoffs, but I know you feel like that moment actually shows how well you guys can fit together too, right?
I think it's just two competitors going at it. It's the playoffs, so you're trying to get any way to win that game to get to the next round.
Remember that brief tussle between Clark and Bonner during last year's playoffs? For DeWanna Bonner, that playoff showdown against Caitlin Clark wasn't just another intense battle. It was a moment that defined their competitive fire. We were two relentless players pushing each other to the limit, Bonner reflected. But now, instead of lining up against Clark and trying to shut her down, she gets to play alongside her. That shift in dynamic has Bonner genuinely thrilled about what's to come.
I don't think I even need to hear it. You can just watch her game. I mean, everybody sees it. She's just a dynamic player, man. She's one of those ones that come in and can make an instant impact, as you can see.
However, Bonner's role on this team isn't just about being another scoring threat. She's stepping in as a mentor, a veteran voice that can help Clark navigate the unpredictable ups and downs of professional basketball. It's like taking a high-performance sports car and fine-tuning it for maximum efficiency. Clark has already proven she's a star, but under Bonner's guidance, she could become something even greater, an unstoppable force capable of redefining the game. Bonner understands what it takes to thrive in high-pressure moments. With her extensive postseason experience, she knows exactly how to perform when the stakes are at their highest. That's why her belief in Clark means so much. She's not just throwing out compliments for the sake of it. She's seen the potential firsthand and is convinced that Clark hasn't even scratched the surface of what she can accomplish.
So I think she's a great player. I'm happy to be on the side of her now instead of guarding her. Of course, she's a dynamic player, and you see that in what she's done in her rookie year. And I'm actually excited to see what she's going to do her second year in the league with a little bit, more experience and understanding it a little bit more. So
what makes this even more intriguing is that Bonner isn't simply hyping up Clark's individual skills. She sees this as a team-wide evolution. In her eyes, Clark's continued development isn't just about personal success. It's about lifting the entire Fever franchise to new heights. It's the kind of transformation that can turn a promising squad into a championship contender. Now, just imagine the kind of chemistry these two could develop on the court. Clark's deep-range shooting, combined with Bonner's veteran instincts in the paint, creates a matchup nightmare for defenses. Opponents won't just have to guard against Clark's three-pointers. They'll also have to deal with Bonner's ability to capitalize on mismatches and outmaneuver defenders. It's like playing chess against someone who's thinking 5 moves ahead while everyone else is still figuring out the basics.
I'm excited to step on the court with her. I play with a lot of great players, so to also keep continuing to do that, and I'm just so excited to see where her second year is going to go. I'm excited.
But Bonner's impact goes far beyond game day. She knows that Clark is facing an entirely new level of attention, one that can be overwhelming for any young player. The hype, the expectations, the constant media presence. Bonner has seen it all before. And now, she's stepping in to make sure Clark has everything she needs to handle the spotlight without losing focus on what matters most: winning basketball games. With Bonner in the mix, the Fever aren't just a young team with potential anymore. They're a team with legitimate aspirations, a team that's looking to shake up the entire WNBA landscape. Indiana has been steadily building towards something big, and Bonner might be the final piece that brings everything together.
That decision to come to Indiana speaks volumes. When you look at the starting 5 or the potential starting 5 right now, it could be 5 different All-Stars. What's this team capable of?
The sky's the limit, but I think it's gonna all come down to everyone who knows that on paper it can look very, very good, and how we can gel, how we can bond, and everybody buying into the roles and the goals of the team. And I think we got a great group to do that, and everybody wants to win.
Imagine a future where every starter on this team is an all-star threat. With Clark running the offense, Aaliyah Boston dominating inside, Kelsey Mitchell providing scoring firepower, and Natasha Howard bringing her defensive prowess, the Fever are assembling a core that could become a powerhouse for years to come. And with Bonner adding her championship experience, leadership, and relentless drive, this team isn't just looking to make noise. They're looking to take over.
Kelsey Mitchell's a player who's maybe been out of the spotlight because the Fever haven't had a great record for a lot of her time here, but you know her as well as anybody in her ability to be a knockdown shooter and scorer.
Bonner has made it clear that she holds Kelsey Mitchell in high regard, calling her one of the most dynamic guards in the league. She even joked about how relieved she is that she won't have to guard Mitchell anymore, a huge compliment coming from one of the best defenders in the game. That kind of respect speaks volumes about the talent on this Fever squad.
What do you anticipate sharing the floor is going to be like with her?
Oh, I can't wait. I think she's the most dynamic player in the WNBA. Like, she's quick, she's athletic, she can shoot, she can score, she can pass, and I can't wait to play her alongside her. And not only that, I think she's a great human being. So, I'm excited to be her teammate. I talked to her a little bit, and she just welcomed me to Indiana. She's been here for a very long time, and it's her time, and she want to win. And it's just, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's getting this attention. I'm happy that hopefully we can put up a winning record for her because she's been here so long. So just excited to play alongside of her. And like I said, I'm just happy I don't have to guard these players anymore and just be on the alongside of them, because Kelsey is one hard player to guard, man. You never know. She can take off on you really quick.
But Mitchell isn't the only reason Bonner is excited about this team. She's also thrilled to finally team up with fellow veteran Natasha Howard. It's surprising that these two multi-time All-Stars haven't played together before, but now that they have the chance, Bonner sees an opportunity to blend their leadership styles and guide this young, hungry team to new heights.
You bring multiple championships and multiple All-Stars, and so too does Natasha Howard. What is her inclusion and her decision to play here with Indiana? What does that mean to you? What can it mean to the Fever?
I think she made her decision before me, so it was like, okay, you got Tosh, and that was a huge gift for Indiana. So I'm like, man, just looking at the lineups and the possibilities of different things that can happen and the rotations that we can have, I'm like, yeah, I think I fit in pretty well there. So I'm happy to be finally playing alongside her. I've never played with her before, so I can't wait till we get back here and I get to learn her game. She gets to learn a little bit about my game, and we can share this leadership role a little bit.
And then there's Aaliyah Boston. Bonner isn't just excited about playing with her. She's putting her full confidence behind the young forward. "If we want to be great, we need Boston to be great," she said. That's not just praise. That's a veteran giving a rising star a vote of confidence that could push her to the next level. When a player of Bonner's caliber sees that kind of potential in a teammate, it can change the course of a career.
Shared earlier today, Aaliyah Boston was actually the first person you spoke to when you made this decision, and somebody that you'll be spending a lot of time on the court with.
Yeah, I spoke to her, and I just asked her what was her goals, and she told me her goals. And I think for us to be good, we need Aaliyah Boston to be great. So I think she understands that, and like I'm super excited to be on the court with her, and I'm hoping that I can help grow a game and keep double teams away from her a little bit, so she can really show what she can do.
Bonner looks at the Fever's core, Clark, Mitchell, and Boston, and sees the foundation of something special. She isn't just here to help the team make the playoffs. She's thinking bigger. She's thinking championships. But she also knows that kind of success doesn't happen overnight. Building chemistry takes time, and she's fully invested in putting in the work. That's the mindset of someone who isn't here for a quick fix. She wants to build something that lasts.
It's gonna be hard because I'm gonna go after it just like I did, 15 years ago. And I'm excited to be in another training camp. I'm excited to be in a training camp with these players and these young players that are just hungry. I think we're gonna have a competitive training camp. It's gonna be intense, and I think that's just gonna prepare you for,
So what does Bonner's arrival mean for Indiana's immediate future? For a team that is still learning how to win on the biggest stage, her playoff experience might be the missing ingredient. She's been through deep postseason runs and knows how to lead when the pressure is at its highest. That kind of experience is invaluable for a young team trying to find its identity.
I think that you see how much you're loved and you're appreciated. You kind of gotta you give and then they give it back, you know. So just to give back that love and being able to take care of your body and the things that they provide you to, you know, perform your best, I think is needed now. And I'm excited that I get to have that in that this late in my career, 15 years in. I need it. I'm old. I'm an old vet, so I need to recover well. So they've been so amazing, so great, and giving me everything I need here so far.
And then there's Natasha Howard, another veteran with championship experience. Pairing her leadership with Bonner's gives the Fever a duo that can elevate the entire roster. This isn't just a team adding talent, it's a team adding the kind of leadership that can change a franchise. So how big is DeWanna Bonner's arrival for the Indiana Fever? In one word, massive. She's not here just to be another piece on the roster, she's here to be the catalyst for something special. With her championship pedigree, leadership, and ability to lift those around her, the Fever aren't just looking to make noise in the playoffs, they're looking to change the WNBA landscape. And with the mix of veterans and rising stars on this team, that goal isn't just talk, it's a real possibility. Are you excited? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.